Good morning, it's Wednesday. We're still in John. Today we're in John 1:19 through 23. And this is John, the writer, the gospel writer, the Apostle John. And he's actually still interacting with this figure of John the Baptist in this section. As he reveals to his readers who Jesus was, he believes that the testimony of John the Baptist will be crucial in them understanding, grasping who Jesus is. So let's read it. Now this was John the Baptist's testimony when the Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to ask him who he was. He did not fail to confess, but confessed freely, "I am not the Messiah." They asked him, "Then who are you? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" He answered, "No." Finally they said, "Who are you? Give us an answer to take back to those who sent us. What do you say about yourself?" John replied in the words of Isaiah the prophet, "I am the voice of one calling in the wilderness, make straight the way for the Lord." Okay, so even Jesus later on will refer to John the Baptist as the greatest of the prophets. There was something about John the Baptist that shook, changed, challenged a nation. He could not be dismissed. There was something about his lifestyle and his conviction and his passion and perhaps even his power that made people say, "This is not an ordinary man." And so they began going through the litany of who could he possibly be? And they're looking at the Old Testament and the prophetic references and thinking about the Messiah. And they're thinking about, are you Elijah? Are you the one God would send to prepare the way? Are you the Messiah? And they go and they send emissaries to John the Baptist saying, "Who are you? Tell us who you are." And John the Baptist says, "Listen, I'm not the Messiah." "Then who are you?" And then he quotes basically Isaiah 40, verse 3. "A voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight the desert, a highway for our God." He uses then a metaphor, a figure of speech. Isaiah has this picture of what does it look like to prepare the way. And so before a king would come into a city, the road would be cleared, stones would be cleared, it would be smoothed out, it would be leveled, any troughs, right? So the king could come in unencumbered, right? The entourage that welcomed the king in, so nothing would stop, nothing would stall the king in coming. And John says, that's my role. I'm actually removing stones. I'm leveling places. I'm making a way for Jesus, the king, to come to his people. It's truly a beautiful metaphor, and it makes me think about our own role in really helping bring Jesus with us and preparing the way and smoothing out places and removing stones, any barrier to the gospel. That still is the job of the church. Think of that as you go about your day today. Grace and peace.